My name is Gavin Evans, and it's time for me to finally review Hoodwinked. And of course, this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But I loved this movie as a kid. Like, I watched it so many times, and I just found it to be brilliant and hilarious and just an absolute gem. But I rewatched it back in 2019, and I definitely had issues with it. The animation. But it's still fine. I still like it. It's just not as good as I once thought it was. But let's begin by talking about the cast. And Anne Hathaway does a fine job here. I just wish she had more material to work with. Like, Red is kinda of a bland character, and you still root for her, but I wish there was more here. Glenn Close brings lots of personality to her character. Patrick Warburton has such an iconic voice, and he was perfectly cast as the Wolf. He really does do a great job. Jim Belushi plays the woodsman, and I do not like this character. I do not like his performance. Andy Dick plays Bingo, the bunny dude, and I thought he does a really great job. Like, I love how he's just like, oh, I'm just a poor innocent rabbit who would never hurt anybody. Like, it's so stupid, but it's so funny at the same time. Corey Edwards plays the Tritch, the fast-talking scroll. As a kid, I loved this character. As an adult, he's fine. You know, it is kind of funny. This came out 1 year before Over the Hedge. Just a 1 year period where we got lots of fast-talking scrolls. But David Ogden Stiers is the highlight of this movie. He plays Nicky Flippers, and I thought he brought so much personality here, and he really elevates this movie every chance he got. Exhibit and Anthony Anderson do a perfectly fine job, and Benji Ginther as the goat is such an iconic performance. So the cast does a good job. They bring enough to these characters, and I do want to give this movie some credit for being a non-linear story. Like, as a kid, this was my first exposure to non-linear storytelling, and it blew my mind. You know, seeing all of these different points of views, how your idea of what the story is constantly changing. I actually feel like this is a great introductory movie to show kids. And the police procedural style does really give this movie some personality. I like how it's a fairy tale movie that doesn't feel super fairy tale-ish. I don't know. There was definitely a vision on display, and I appreciate that. The movie is entertaining. Like, it's almost never boring. The movie is funny enough. It's never like, ha 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 ha, funny. It's more like, huh, that's funny. And, okay, the plot twist that the bunny was the villain the whole time blew my mind as a kid. Like, this twist just, wow, just... But now, like, it's so obvious, I just think to myself, how did I not guess this on my first viewing when I was 10? Like, how? Just, come on, 10-year-old Gavin, you should have been smarter than this. And I do like some of the music here. I think it brings some nice style here, and some of it is just good music. Like the Be Prepared song is good. I actually love Glow. Red is Blue by Ben Folds is perfectly fine, who also did music for Over the Hedge. Weird, these movies came out within a year of each other, and the villain song is so good. Like, it is iconic. but holy shit, is this movie ugly to look at. Like, I can't believe this movie exists the way it does. The animation is way worse than you remember, and it makes it difficult to watch at points. Like, it is so choppy, and it just doesn't flow, and oh my goodness, like, it really does hold this movie back. There's a scene where the wolf is chasing Red, and I couldn't believe what I was watching. Like, it's so bad. And then I looked up the budget to this movie. $8 million. That's it. Like, it was a huge success, but at what cost? Literally. Like, even at the end where the villain is doing his song, the ski men are doing a little dance, and it just looks so choppy and weird, and it's the uncanny valley. It takes me out. Also, there's a really weird moment where the grandma is getting hung off a cliff, and she's interrogating the guy who's grabbing her. What? And, okay, even as a kid, I had this issue, but I never liked the Woodsman storyline. Anytime the movie shifted focus to him, I was just pissed off. I didn't care about this guy. Everybody else is interacting with each other, and here we've got a guy just cutting down trees, boring and lame as fuck. So, yeah. Me and one of my brothers always talk about how this movie should be remade. Like, use the same sound, the same music, but just redo the animation. Because if you do that, I actually feel like there's a great movie here. But in order to watch this movie, you have to look at it and you have to get engaged. And the animation just prevents that at times. It's doing something clever. It's doing something unique. I think there is a place for this movie. And the voice cast does a great job, but oh my goodness, it looks so bad. It's so ugly. So yeah. I'm going to give Hoodwinked a 6.5 out of 10. Like, I'd still watch it, but it's frustrating. But Hoodwinked, have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.